Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys looking good right out the gate, off to a 2-0 start. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Second and 6.
Second and 6. He completes it right side of the lane. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Brings up third down.
They'll go to the keeper. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the RPO, he completes it. Down the left sideline. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's second and 8.
Here's second and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 1.
And they'll run on the inside handle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense, and in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on, but his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he hits him in stride.
The pass.
Second down in the yard.
To number 0. A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1. At the 32-yard line.
Saunders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's good for a first down.
The numbers for him from a week ago.
On the play.
21 carries, 81 yards and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. And personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
On the pickup. It's second and inches at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Saunders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. Result is a first down.
On play action, they'll throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And incomplete.
You look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Brings up third and
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right on the 48-yard line.
Fourth down.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to fourth down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now back out comes the offense.
At their own 24-yard
They've got a 3-0
line.
lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Now they try the right side here.
Number 7.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
It's a loss
So
of
the
2.
first down run
Brings up
lost a
2nd
couple.
and
Now they
12.
come up 2nd and
At the
12.
36-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
On the jump ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's brought down, getting this one out to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Results in a 1st down.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Saunders. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
1st and 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Saunders.
The ball carried
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff up the middle. Saunders. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard
The
line.
line to gain is the 33 on 3rd
Brings
down.
up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Gain of 10 yards.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. But it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30.
There they go. It's Saunders.
Number 30
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Now back to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
In the end zone.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
The field goal
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
The game
And that will tie us
3-3.
at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. That's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. 45 yards. That's what the punt goes. 4-5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
You met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
It's a gain of 21
And
yards.
he'll go down, but not before getting this
That's
inside
good.
the 30.
1st down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and
gain
it's
of
another
21
1st down.
yards. Result is a 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
complete to
On the
number
22 now, here's second and
A gain of
6.
4. It's now second and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw again. There's a nice move. And they'll get this down to the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and
They'll
3.
keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
Short of the goal line.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights.
Visitors
And the lead is now 10-3.
Team 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a whole game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3.
Visitors 17.
They have the short field, and they need quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there and now get some points on this drive.
At the 28-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They're going to look to throw. complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got one here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27-yard
line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd
and 7 at the throw.
On
the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
17.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark it down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this 1st half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That's good.
Now a timeout called for by the offense.
It's a gain of 17
as they'll stop
yards.
it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind how it throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash there, when they get back to the hole, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
And it's
Let's
3rd
not quibble
down.
about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
7-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
And this one is right through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Our home
So a
team,
capper there
10.
to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own
the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here, so we'll get this up to the 29.
First down.
This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Saunders. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the
38-yard line.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
3 yards. That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down. It's Saunders. That's some good hard running there as he pushes way forward for about 5.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Result is a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go. Saunders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
2nd and 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off the RPO, he completes it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to
touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's going to use his legs here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Quarterback on the keeper.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, he has to fit that into a pretty tight window right over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll run on first down. It's Saunders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Now they'll throw here. Out they go. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up third down.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
First down.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
A gain of 3, second down.
Ball carrier. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here on EA Sports, as we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
In a 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And the ball is knocked out. It's going the other way.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? Every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge 4th quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Visitors 30.
The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or take away. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here's second and 8. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's third down. And
now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
A 3-yard loss.
On now is the punter.
It's fourth down.
As he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now it's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over.
15.
The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. On first down, it's Saunders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. This offense on third down today, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Here's a deal up the middle. And he has the first down
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in.
Number 33.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
No gain on the play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
17.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
At the 26-yard line.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Saunders.
The ball carried by
and for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete.
It's a gain of 14
and they'll get this one to
yards.
about the 20-yard line.
That's good for a 1st down.
They call his number again. It's his
A gain
6th
of
catch
14.
and a 1st down.
Results in a 1st down.
Up the middle they go. It's Saunders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Saunders. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Brings up 3rd
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st down.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
5-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for our visitors, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.